Yes. Guruji, can we revisit 9, 10 for a little? Hetuna nena.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you. So what I was thinking, hetuna nena. So I was thinking it's anena hetu. Multiple purposes. Is that and they have to be going to the Sacharacha, Sachar and Achara Prakriti creations. So I wanted to sort of get it in, get the understanding of that. The Hetu cannot be the Adhyakshas. Hetu has to be the Sacharachas. That's kind of the connection I wanted to make. I wanted to ask that question.
Yeah. So Sacharacharam is Jagat.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. Yes.
Jagat. So Jagat Viparivartate.
Yes. Changes.
Jagat changes.
Yes.
Yeah, that we are clear about. How it changes? Anena hetuna. Anena
hetu. Correct.
Anena hetuna prakritina. Prakritina.
So it's with Prakriti.
Prakriti, correct. Anena hetuna prakritina. That means Prakriti makes the change possible. I am not the changer. Prakriti.
Correct. So right. So definitely the hetu is not with the Adhyaksha. The hetu is with Prakriti. That is yes. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, Haraprasad. Spotlight.
Namaste, Mahodaya.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Brahman is the Satyavastu. And if you look at the same Brahman in the perspective of Upadhi, Maya Upadhi, the same Brahman is Maya. Now, Maya, in the presence of Brahman, does the creation. Now, at that time, Brahman is called Parameshwara. No, yes, Parameshwara, meaning he is the Sarvajna Sarvashaktiman. I mean, Brahman is not, Brahman is a Karta. So Paramatma becomes Sarvajna and Sarvashaktiman. Now, why at the time of creation, why he becomes a Paramatma? Why is the change of name?
So why change of name means because Paramatma is Akarta. Paramatma is Akarta. So Paramatma cannot.
Then why is it called Sarvajna and Sarvashaktiman?
Yeah, so Sarvajnatvam cannot be given to Brahma.
It's given to Parameshwara.
Given to Parameshwara, Ishvara, correct.
Right.
Because without that, there is creation is not possible.
Right.
Creation is not possible without Sarvajnatvam. Therefore, the minute we talk about creation, then we are talking about Karana Karya Vyavahara. Correct? Means there is cause and effect. Creation means cause, effect. Change. Vikaraha is there. So there is so much knowledge involved. Therefore, we have to give it to Ishvara. Sarvajnatvam has to be given to Ishvara. Because otherwise, the conscious being, only a conscious being can be given the attributes of creation, and that conscious being has to have knowledge. Without knowledge, creation is not possible. Not possible. Anything, even what we create in our own life itself, just looking at things that you produce, the creator has the knowledge of what is produced. The manufacturer has the knowledge of what is produced. Therefore, sarvajna. Sarvam. Sarvam janati iti sarvajna.
Mhm.
Okay. So that is attributed to Ishvara, which is Maya Sahita Brahma.
That I understand, but why is he called Parameshwara at that time?
See, generally, the Swamiji, Puja Swamiji does not use the word Parameshwara. He uses the word Parameshwara to refer to Brahma, Parameshwara.
Mhm.
Generally, in Swamiji refers to that. Then what about the creator Ishvara, etc.? If you say, then because now we are getting into this borderline, right? We are saying we are treading this border where border means what? Where there is no kartrutvam, yet you have to explain kartrutvam.
Mhm.
And therefore, nothing wrong with that. Because when I say that I am the one who says there is creation. And so we are forced to explain that. And so we are explaining it. And therefore the word Parameshwara can be used. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong, Parameshwara, right? Because everything, all pervasive Param cha asau Ishvara. This Ishvara, Parameshwara cannot be used for referring to a God sitting in heaven. Why? Because that is aparam. Param means limitless. And therefore, Parameshwara, very much that word can be used. I don't see a
Yeah,
problem.
but why is the change of name? That's my question to you. From Brahman to Parameshwara.
Yeah, change of name because change cannot be attributed to Brahma. So all this, that's why Brahmaji is Brahma, but Brahma is not Brahmaji. Shiva is Brahma, but Brahma is not Shivaji. Vishnuji is Brahma, but Brahma is not Vishnuji. Like clay and pot, you need two words. You need two words, Haraprasadji. Because the clay pot, which is sitting out there, so the clay pot, you can't just stick with clay. Pot is needed. The word pot is needed. You can't say get clay. Get clay, you can't say. If you say get clay, then the entire world of clay should have to be brought to you. And so to refer to something that has a form, we need a name. Nama. Nama Rupa, the entire Jagat is Nama Rupa. They are also same Nama. Parameshwara also is a Nama. And we need a name. And it's good because that relieves Brahma. That way we are relieving Brahma from all these Vyavarika discussions of creation and Karana Karya, Vada is going on, and we keep Brahma aside.
Mhm.
Let Brahma be. We are coming to Brahma. And all this action is happening out here. And we will use the name Parameshwara. Let's not spoil the name of Brahma, quote unquote.
Mhm.
Let Brahma be. So that's why Shankaracharya also uses these words carefully. And sometimes he will use the word. There's another word called Kutastha Ishvara. Okay? That I'll introduce another time. So, and so that is why we need a name, Haraprasad. We need a name.
Okay.
Just like we need a name pot. Clay is not enough. Even though the entire pot is clay, still I need a name called pot. Yeah. To engage, I need a word called pot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dhanyavada.
Good question. Yeah. Yeah.
Guruji, I have a question.
Yeah, Vijay, go ahead.
Yeah. So you mentioned about Rakshasa and Asuri or Asura or whatever. So every person is kind of having these qualities also, right? One looks like maybe self-destruction, not the self, so-called self, but destroying oneself, and the other one is destroying others. Is that everyone is kind of having, though we are all human beings and we think Rakshasas and Asuras are something else, but every person or every human being is having these qualities also.
Yes,
Right?
yes, of course. Of course. Because Raga Dvesha. Raga Dvesha, when allowed to go unchecked, then it's being referred to as Rakshasim Prakritim and Asurim Prakriti. Yeah.
It's not outside, it's inside.
Yeah, otherwise the word need not be used.
Hmm.
Rakshasim Prakriti need not be used for everybody. Only when it is manifest to such a point that it creates problems to everybody, then we can use those words.
But okay, maybe it's not causing problems to a big extent, but any desire, if you have a desire to acquire something, that quality that you exhibit in pursuing to get that is Rakshasi quality, right?
I mean, we don't, I don't think it's good to say that. because Drisya Indrisyate Raga Dvesha Vyavasthita. So there is no choice. Everybody has Raga and everybody has Dvesha. And the question is, how am I going to use it? Yeah, are they driving me or I am driving them? That is the question, right? That is where it is. So if I'm in control of my Raga Dvesha, then we don't need to use the word Rakshasi because it is not going to hurt anybody. My ragas need not hurt others. In fact, if I don't satisfy my raga, some people will say you're not eating the food in time. You're not taking care of your body, etc. They may say that because everybody has the desire to have good health. Anybody you ask, even the person who is ruining their health, you ask them, do you want a good health or not? What will they say?
Yes.
Not good health. So therefore, I think satisfying one's basic desires is not simply
binding desires or something that is driving you. So something that is binding desires kind of a thing, which is
binding desires. That's where Rakshasi Prakriti steps in. Correct. Binding. So binding desire means then I will begin to transgress dharma. Look at that. We have to bring dharma also. Simply raga is not enough. Raga and dharma have to be brought. If dharma is being followed when that raga is being satisfied, then it is not Rakshasa. Adharma has to be there. Dharma has to be there. Then only it's called Rakshasa. Yeah. So the message is here. Oh, Jayadlal Goyandka? Really? I thought, okay, which book is that? So this particular, okay, Sri Hari Krishna Das Goyandka is what this book says, Gita Press, Shankarabhash, at least Shankarabhash. So Vaidya, this is Vaidya's note. I'm not sure. I wonder what the other books
Jai Kumar ji, so this Jayadayal Goyanka, he has just published a translation of Bhagavad Gita.
Okay, and okay. So maybe it's more than one person who's done it, huh? Because this.
Yeah, sorry, I had some trouble with my video.
So I'm looking at.
Yeah, I have a small book. I was not Bhashyam. I have a small book with the Bhagavad Gita shlokams and the translation in English. And that is by the Sri Jayadayal Goyanka.
I see. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah. So different people have translated different portions. So the interesting thing is, this Bhashyam book, there is no translation of the Moolam. So that Jayadlal, that person's translation is not there here.
Hmm.
So they have not given the translation of the shlokas.
I
Only
see.
translation of the Bhashyam is there here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's in Hindi. It's in Hindi.
Hindi, yeah. Okay. So we can stop the recording here. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanatthaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanatthaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanatthaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha. Thank you.
Thank you, Jaykumarji.